guys, my name is Haley. I'm one of the instructors at the SIG SAUER Academy. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about rifle malfunctions. What is it and how do I work through it? So malfunctions can stem from a whole different list of reasons. Very often, unfortunately, it is a me problem where maybe I didn't seat the mag properly or I didn't actually chamber around. Maybe my platform isn't good enough to allow the firearm to operate the way it's supposed to. Other times, ammo problems do exist. Maybe I get a bad round, or it could be as simple as my gun is super dirty. Maybe I have worn or broken parts. So we have some methods that are going to work through a majority of these and then some that will work through the remaining. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and before we get started, I'm going to clear the rifle because we're going to do this dry. So good trigger finger discipline, muzzle management. I'm going to check the chamber, bolt face, magwell, look away, chamber, bolt face, magwell. So now that I know that we are clear and good to go, I'm going to go ahead and use the inert training rounds that came with the kit. These will not go off. They are hunks of plastic with brass. So I'm going to go ahead and load up my mag. Once I'm loaded up there, I'm going to go ahead and load my rifle, inserting the magazine and sending the bolt forward. So once I'm here, just like any good dry fire repetition, I want to make sure I'm getting a good rep of everything. So I'm going to get in a stance as if I was actually going to be shooting and mount the gun as if I was planning to do so. So the first thing that's going to happen if I get a click instead of a bang, my finger's going to go high on the receiver and I'm going to attempt to put this back on safe. If I can't, I just really need to make sure that I'm maintaining really good muzzle management and trigger finger discipline. So I'm going to bring that rifle into my workspace. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tap the bottom of the magazine, ensuring that's seated, and I'm going to rack the charging handle. So I'm going to utilize my hip for this. And then I'm going to pull back on the charging handle. Anything that needs to come out will come out. So in this case, I heard and I saw the bad round come out. So I'm going to go ahead and put that manual safety back on. And then I'm going to go back on target. So if I want to continue shooting, I have the ability to do so. In this case, I don't. So we're just going to set it down. So that tap rack method is going to work for the vast majority of malfunctions you may come across, but it may not work for everything. So we set up a situation where that may happen. I'm going to go ahead and get in a good stance, back on target. So once I'm on target, safety can come off, finger can go to trigger. If I'm expecting a bang and I'm not getting a bang, I'm getting some kind of mushy trigger. The first thing that needs to happen is my finger goes high on the receiver. I'm going to attempt to put that back on safe. Then I'm going to bring the rifle into my workspace and I'm going to attempt to do a tap rack. So I'm going to tap, then I'm going to rack. And if that still doesn't work, then what I need to do is I need to clear out the rifle. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the magazine release. If dropping the magazine with the magazine release doesn't work, I can use my support hand to come in and help pull that out at the same time. From there, I want to rack or utilize the charging handle and help eject anything else that may need to come out. So maintaining good control, then rack a few times. Anything that needs to come out will come out. From there, rifle will go on safe. Then if I want to reload, I can, but in this case, we'll just set it down. So now that you guys know how to get through the vast majority of malfunctions, you should now have the confidence to be able to go to the range on your own. And if you want to get practice in, you can even mix in some of these inert training rounds into a mag with live rounds, and it'll give you that same stimulus that you now know how to work through.